I'll call this meeting of the Orange Township Board of Trustees to order. Today is Wednesday, October 1st, 2025. Fiscal Officer Batten, will you please call the roll?
Trustee Wrinkle.
Here.
Trustee Faust. Here. Trustee Knapp. Here.
Will you please all stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have general announcements.
I have tons. Okay, so first off, we had a significant house fire in the township this morning, so we want to thank our Unit 2 plus all the abutting townships, I believe, who also responded for responding to that. Our thoughts and prayers obviously are with the family that are affected. So thank you, Chief, and your team.
And thank you for helping put out that fire, and I'm grateful there were no injuries.
Recap from this weekend, we had Founders Festival on Saturday. It was fantastic. We partnered with Evans Farms to have it there, so thank you to them for partnering with us. Thank you to all the vendors and staff and volunteers, especially our reigning queen, Sydney Herbert, who leads us in all the things. So thank you guys all for your hard work, for all the staff that came in on a Saturday and helped out. That was really fun.
And Buell's for their pumpkin donation.
Yes.
With our pumpkin patch that was sponsored by the township and staffed by Veterans Committee, volunteers as well. We were able to raise over $300 in donations to veterans initiatives here in the township. So thank you very much.
Yep, special shout out to our events committee for all their work leading up to and the day of as well. Forward-looking events. This Sunday is the Fire Department Open House, 12 to 3 at Station 1, which is over by the pool in the Aquatic Center. So come to that. That'll be super fun. Our veterans race the following Saturday on October 11th. Signups are still available for that. That benefits our Veterans Memorial. That should be fun. It's a 4-miler running through the McCammon Chase and Abbey Knoll subdivisions. So those are the hills of Orange Township. So we're excited for that extra workout. Then next, it's a busy month, guys. Friday, October 17th, we're hosting a blood drive here at Township Hall from 8 to 2 with obviously the Red Cross. Still signups available for that. Just for people to be aware that trick-or-treating this year is on Thursday, October 30th. That's how we follow Morpsey. That's when theirs is. So that is when it is in Orange Township.
6 to 8 or?
That's my understanding,
Right,
yes.
right.
Yep. And then Lisa, do you want to talk about the playground?
Oh, yes, I do have an announcement. So we all just returned from opening our new North Road Park playground, and it's super fun and super beautiful and very exciting. I just want to thank the staff and our Parks Committee and elected trustees and the taxpayers for getting that, helping getting that together. So we welcome everyone to come out, and it's open now, and it was really fun. It was a beautiful day.
Super fun. Did you have another announcement?
Oh, no, that's it.
Oh, okay. That's all I had. Good.
Okay. Yeah, as you can tell, October is going to be a fun and busy month. Do we have any public comment today? Please feel free to come up to the podium. Please state your name and address.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sam Albanese from 1966 Mulberry Lane, Lewis Center at Evans Farm. The only reason I'm up here, just to follow up, we received an email from September 26th that Jennings Park, Sports Park, was going to be paving supposedly in October, and they said that they had a verbal agreement and that they're hoping to get a written agreement. So I'm asking, did we get the written agreement for October? That's the first question. And then the entrance has not been paved yet. Is that going to be paved as well?
I think we do have some updates on that.
Mm-hmm. So this is directly from Jennings. So the grading starts this Wednesday on the lower parking lot, then asphalt the week of October 6th. Grading on the upper parking lot will start the week of the 6th of October and asphalt the week of October 13th, completing all asphalt by the end of October.
For the entranceway, did they need to pour concrete
They
at the
do,
front?
yeah.
They do.
When is that
It's
going
my
to be done?
understanding all the paving will be done by the end of October.
Okay.
Parking and entrance.
Great. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
When is the concrete going to be poured?
Completing asphalt by the end of October.
So presumably they'd have their concrete to their entranceway paved before
Can
they
we
pave
co-
the parking lots.
Just confirm
Can we
about the
confirm that?
light.
Because, yeah, and do they have to build the part of the bike path as well?
Yeah,
that
so
cuts
I
through?
have, Eric, if you can, he highlighted the area that he's paving.
It's in the backup.
Yeah, I think it's just called asphalt, I'm sorry.
I did have a conversation with
Oh,
somebody
here.
about the apron, but it's
I
not
think
at
that's
front of mind what the result was.
Asphalt layout.
But they do know they have to pave. And it's not, I mean, it's pouring concrete, it's a little different process, yeah.
So that is confirmed, correct?
Well, I want to double check
We're
on
going to
that.
double check.
Yeah, because.
Timing on that part.
Pavement is not,
But it is,
Well-
do you have a guesstimate how deep that is, just off the
Pretty
top?
deep.
10 feet, 20 feet?
I would say
pretty
from here
big.
to the window.
yeah, plus the path,
15
the
feet.
section where the path is what, 10 feet wide?
See if the one makes
Okay.
sense.
The path is 10,
That makes sense on a bike path, that number is in my brain,
yeah,
yes.
so it might be 20 feet total. It seemed pretty large.
So that's the drive aisle. Can you show us the top picture, please? That little green part, concrete approach end of October on the far right side, to the right of the blue hash marks. Yeah.
And are they putting the bike path piece in there also?
That is up to the developer, I'm not sure how that agreement is arranged with Evans Farm.
That's not a Jennings
Wait, what do
thing.
you, is it the Evans Farm responsibility or Jennings?
Evans Farm.
So they could, in theory, just not pave that part?
They are required to do a trail at some point. I'm not sure if that would be happening once the extension is fully completed, but yes, they do need to have a trail there.
Or well, or at least that part of the trail going in. Can
Do you
we-
mean like the part that crosses the road?
Yeah.
The drive?
Yeah, just that part.
And again, this is an assumption, so, but my assumption is that from Pyatt Road, center line all
Mm-hmm.
the way in is going to be solid, hard surface and not asphalt. Like, I don't think they're going to leave a 10-foot wide swath that will be path. Because they would need to do the underlayment that's comparable for the road, thickness for the road versus thickness for a path, so.
Yeah, I mean, what I would propose to the board is, this is what we received as far as confirmation on the paving being completed, all the parking in the entranceway by the end of October. Robin Duffy, our zoning director, is out this week, but if the board is willing to grant me permission to issue the compliance for a 30-day window, and then if it is not paved by the end of the month, then we will continue pursuing our zoning violation.
I'm comfortable with that, now that we have everything in writing.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned about the bike path part. I mean, with that remain dusty and gravelly, it is at least 10 feet wide. It might even be,
They're gonna, my understanding is they're gonna pave everything that a car would drive on, like there's a part of the path that crosses.
They would
where-
just
That would
pave
all
that?
be, it would be,
right? Can you zoom in just a little bit, Michelle? Because it kind of looked like it wasn't blue. It's hard to see.
yeah, I mean, I don't
See,
think
it's
they,
kind of like, see where the path is? Is it,
where's the,
it's at the apron? So that's the concrete and that's the path. And then it's, I mean, it kind of looks, do you think that includes that? I mean, I'm assuming that they would do that part, but
yeah. We,
does it say, are they just putting asphalt down? I am trying to think of how that
I mean, the
works
bike
when
path
it
is
crosses.
asphalt. Bike
And
path is asphalt.
I don't know off the top of my head what's the plan for the path and who's responsible. I'm happy to get that
Just that
information.
part. I mean, I just don't want any part of that driveway. I'm okay with granting the 30 days as long as there's no part that's not paved there.
I would think
Just
that
that
they,
section.
I would,
I can't imagine.
I'm assuming
why
I
they
mean,
would.
did they not already pave the part that is path? The asphalt, the part that is path?
No, I don't think, right? There's no path there.
There is, it's partially paved, the asphalt is partially paved up to where the entrance to Jennings Park is, then the
Okay.
path stops.
Yeah, so there's.
On, but north-south, right? Is that what you're talking
Parallel with Piat.
about? Correct.
Up to
So if you're going on the north side of the drive aisle into the park, the path is not asphalt there, is that correct? But that's not like I.
It's all asphalt.
So it is asphalt?
There's no
Oh,
cement.
Okay, but the,
I thought there was a gap. Is there a
There
gap?
is a gap.
There's a gap. So
There is a
there's-
gap.
but is it the gap that's for the concrete apron? Or is it the
I'm
gap
not
that's for
sure.
the asphalt path?
I don't know what's being put down, but there is a gap.
Can we just make sure that is asphalted? So,
And it's a large
or
gap.
whatever needs to, it might be concrete,
think
I
it's
don't
just
know.
concrete.
Yeah.
I mean, how
I
is
think
it
it's
at,
concrete
at
that's missing.
Riverbend? I forget, but didn't we have someone that destroyed a driveway and then they had to come out and put concrete on it? And now I'm losing a visual of what that looks like. If it's just not a path, but it's just striped or something, but it's just concrete. But I just want to make sure that there's no gravel still remaining.
Yeah, and I
however.
know, actually, I just remembered this, Evans Farm is working on it because the JED board recently funded partially
good, okay.
some of the new trail part going to the north. So I'll try to get some timing on that, but that does not correlate with the Jennings Sportswear compliance.
Oh, yeah, but just that, I just don't want, because of that, to have that gap with the concrete. And then maybe we should check on what the requirements for completing the path north of this at some
Yep,
point.
I can look into that, but yeah, I mean, paving's supposed to be done by the end of
Yeah, that's
October.
So just a clarification, if it's not done, is there a chance that it would spill into next year and not be done?
I mean, we will continue pursuing our legal action. Unfortunately, it is a process. You know, we can put as many restrictions and what we can take and put more pressure on them, but I think they've heard loud and clear that we're pretty serious about this, so I'm trying to stay optimistic and hope for the best with the paving to be done.
I mean, they said they were, for the drive aisle, they completed it when they said they were going to, so that at least
Yeah, but they
bodes
were
well
elected
for-
to tell us when they were going to do it, which was the problem. They just said we'd do part of it. And did you say October what? When is it supposed to be done?
It says the end of October.
All of it should be paved by the end of
Yeah.
October.
And that, but by all of it, you don't mean like the northern, that doesn't include the
Not the part
northern-
that doesn't have any, like the soccer field part.
Right, correct.
Right.
Okay, all
Then that
right.
doesn't
Or
make
the
any sense to
driveway.
do at this point, because it's a
Correct.
Yeah.
total
But
fresh
that
construction
driveway from Pyatt Road or Shanahan is causing a lot of dust still. So, but they're
Yes.
going to shut that down.
Yeah, they
except
are shutting that down,
For
yes.
just tournaments, right? They
unless
got that
there's
word.
tournaments, right? It's shut down unless there's tournaments.
Okay, because there is I've gotten a lot of complaints from people in that area, or even north of there, that the dust in that subdivision next to Arrowhead, that's Berlin Township, but it still is carrying quite a distance to other houses from that driveway, so that should help. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that, as long as the whole driveway, there's no gravel at all on the driveway part.
Understood.
Did
But the
that-
parking lot is supposed to be done this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the end of October.
End of October, yeah, which is the red hash, and then
Okay.
on the second page is the yeah,
Thank you.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I just have this is the Delaware County map, and it does show that section that they did not pave belongs to Jennings. So why they didn't go all the way from the parking lot to Pyatt?
Well,
I don't know.
you have to have concrete, asphalt and concrete are different material strengths and all that kind of stuff. And so as you turn into, like, think about my driveway.
apron.
There's an apron, and then the rest of my driveway is asphalt. So that's just the design. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, hopefully that will work.
Do we have other public comment? Please state your name and address.
Kevin Swab. Do I have to use the microphone?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind.
please.
Okay. This is really just a check-in.
Can you give us your address, Kevin?
1912 Lewis Center Road.
Thanks.
This is just a check-in to find out what you know versus what I know, because we don't see progress yet. We see a lot of texts, a lot of promises. So what do you know?
Promises, or do you want to, regarding the sound, is that,
Yeah. So there's information that says the sound engineer has been contacted. There's information that has come to us that says there's a plan. There's information that also says that another sound engineer was met at the bar one evening and now they're involved, which was like, okay, well, what are we doing here? And so I want to know, is there a plan?
So the latest I have, which I think is a text between you and myself and Evans, I'm waiting for the sound engineer's written proposal, this was Monday, and solution with measurable restrictions. And then he said he should forward that, which I asked that he send to Michelle, so that she can get it to us all officially. That's the latest that I've heard. I've also heard anecdotally from Standardized that they are not booking any more musical acts this calendar year. That has not been in writing. That's been, it's been in text, but it hasn't been like anything official. So that is the latest that I have heard.
have they had any more noise violations? since they were cited?
They asked us 2 times. They wanted to run a test one time. We promised, we're not going to call the police, no calls. We did that. And then there was a second time they called us and they wanted to run more tests. And that one was a little bit questionable to us. We're like, well, what test are you running? Because they just took the speakers and put them off to the side. But we went along with it. So those were the last 2. And
Do you remember when those were?
oh gosh, my life is a little chaotic.
Yeah, you're pretty busy now.
Yeah.
Was it loud, or was it an extended period of time, or just enough to, I mean, I can see why they would need to test it to make sure it's in compliance.
Both were full concerts. They lasted the full evening.
Okay.
Which,
Oh, was it a full concert test?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we cut them some slack, we're like, okay, run your test. But they did run the full evening and they were really loud. Erica put on the Founders Festival and I think you put that on, right?
Yeah, that was us.
Okay, or in
The
conjunction.
township.
The
There was the
township,
township, yeah.
And it's funny because we had to come home early from a bike ride. We forgot our front wheel and it canceled the bike ride. And so we came home and we pulled in and there was like 50 tents across the street. I mean, it's just a massive thing going on and we couldn't hear a thing. We went back to our house and you couldn't tell that anything was going on.
And we had a DJ at that event, but everything was all situated around Market Street, which is, however, much distance from Lewis Center Road. So rather than being 20 feet off of Lewis Center Road, we were 120 feet off of Lewis Center Road. So that makes sense that you didn't hear anything, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if they want to run any more tests, I mean, that sounds interesting.
When I see something in writing from Dan that we have a sound engineer's report, like when I see a report, that would be my next step. And my understanding at this point is that no music is being booked. I've heard that from both of the standardized people through the remainder of this year. This season, this season.
But the big solution is if they're violating the noise
Right.
ordinance, call the sheriff, now, because regardless what they're saying or they're doing,
Right.
If it is appeared to be loud, then call the sheriff, and you can let us know too, because we're kind of keeping an eye on it, but hopefully it will be solved by next year or this year.
We hope so. So they have subpoenas to go to court. I send you guys the subpoenas. Our strategy from here on out will be, we'll only give one of our names at a time instead of when they come back. And that way, because they subpoenaed us all this time. And we'll try to avoid that. If that's going to be the strategy, then we'll use the strategy of limiting how often we have to go.
Except multiple witnesses are helpful.
Yeah, my guess is they were just trying to hear your side of the story.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like when you get a parking ticket or a speeding ticket, you only contest it, to try to get out of it. And for us, we're like, we've been pretty patient in this process, and to inconvenience our neighborhood again, I wanted that to be noted here today that, why are we doing this? Why are we playing that game when you could pay the fine and we could all move on with our lives?
I think it is a second-degree misdemeanor, so the punishment could be technically pretty severe.
Oh,
So I think that after that, whatever happens at hearing, that I suspect they won't want to go through that again. That's my thought, once they realize it's a serious situation, but I could be wrong. But second-degree misdemeanor is worse than it sounds.
okay. Yeah, maybe I'm
Could be jail, I don't know, probably not, but
oversimplifying.
okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll get worked out, but yeah, thanks for working with us and keeping us apprised, and hopefully,
We thank you guys. Like we would be alone. If we did feel like we wanted to protest this a little more, we've taken all the steps we can take here. If we want to put signage out in our front yard to say like your music is too loud, can we apply for signage here? And if so, how large can the signage be? They are putting up flags across the street to advertise their business, so I assume we're allowed to advertise that there's a problem. What would the rules be, and how would we do that?
That's an error question.
Yeah, we actually do not regulate residential signage. It's freedom of speech.
No limits on size?
Unless you're like advertising goods or something commercial, then it generally would be outside of those restrictions.
Yeah, and it's out of the right-of-way and on your property, not blocking any,
Yeah, that would be the only
signs.
time we would step in if it
Blocking
was too
traffic.
close to the road.
Yeah, we would like to avoid doing this, we would obviously have to pay for the signs and whatnot, so, but sometimes I think some additional pressure might help in
And
this case.
the penalty for second-degree misdemeanors up to 90 days in jail or fine up to $750. So if I was them, I would fight, try to fight that. It's not just a ticket, it's a little more severe,
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
Makes
it's-
sense. Well, keep us posted with the subpoena and all that. Hopefully I think they're going to get it fixed. I have a better feeling today than I did a few weeks ago.
I guess it's my first time in court, so it had to happen some point. in
You're
my
lucky you
life.
didn't have to accompany any of your children.
Yeah.
I had to think back on that one, actually. Like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, good. Keep us posted.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
We have additional public comment? Please state your name and address.
My name is Jay Danner, 5682 Rocky Shore Drive. Two questions. I know that Mr. Pemberton and his development team met with you guys last week about the proposed development at Lewis Center in South Old State. Is there anything that you can share about that meeting or update us on that?
I don't think that we should talk about it as a board, or, how our individual meetings went, right? Because would that be considered discussing a possible application publicly? I don't know. But we can say that there's no application been submitted, or maybe other.
Yeah, I mean,
information.
the trustees, or the applicant, the proposed, potential applicant did have individual meetings with the trustees last week, and, they did provide their ideas. Generally speaking, I don't believe there's still no application today, so, we're not making any recommendations or decisions. I think we've heard from the public loud and clear, everybody's feelings, and I do believe we're trying to stay consistent with that at this point. But until we receive a formal application, it's really when we can actually start talking about it.
And I
That's as
think-
most vague I can get, but I'm
think
just trying to
we're
be honest
also-
with it.
I think we're also okay saying that the township does not have any current plans to put a fire station at that corner either.
And aren't they talking about having a second community forum for someone? I heard that somewhere. They might have a second forum.
Oh, the developer?
The
like
developer, yeah,
Pemberton?
sorry, developer,
I would
yeah.
hope so.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any details on that.
He seemed to be unaware of the thousands or hundreds of letters of opposition. So they did seem like they wanted to go forward with it.
And I will make an effort, if you have emailed us before, if we do get an application, I will be notifying everybody that's reached out, so.
And it's a lot of people, so.
Yeah.
My second question, we do, just assuming, there's an application made, we have been working on like a petition. It may be partly online, it may be partly we're going door to door. We may, meet at the library and just say, hey, people coming in and out, you want to sign this? Do you have to get any sort of like an authorization from the township to go door to door asking for signatures, kind of like a, door-to-door salesman type situation? Because people are, rightfully
Not if
so,
you're
people
not
are kind of
selling
weird when they
anything.
see.
Yeah, I mean,
That seems to
I
be
think
freedom of speech.
we would ask if they had a do not knock list or do not knock sticker to probably avoid that, but I mean, it's not officially solicitation to my knowledge.
And I think it would be similar to political speech, which we
yeah.
can't prohibit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can be a political candidate, knock on doors if, it's probably similar to that. I don't think the township
Yeah.
regulates that. Yeah, so you can do
No, we
what you want.
wouldn't, yeah.
Put signs in your yard or,
And whatever you put together, you can send it my way too. We've received one so far, so.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
Do we have any additional public comment?
Michelle, just to go back to the Evans Farm, the Jennings Sports Park, does it say October 31st or on?
It says, and by the end of October.
Would you mind going down to the second page?
And I'm sorry, when's the paving happening? By
So-
the end of October also?
No, they had.
Grading starts this Wednesday, so, which I guess would be today.
Yeah.
and then asphalt the week of October 6th for the lower parking lot. Grading on the upper parking lot will start the week of October 6th and asphalt the week of October 13th, which we plan to complete all asphalt by the end of October, is what I
Okay.
received.
And it really only took 4 days maybe to do the front. I mean, even if you got to get it all the right level, you get the grading and then just however long it takes to lay the asphalt.
Yeah.
And it's obviously weather dependent, which has been great paving weather recently.
Yeah, so October, all right, so 30 days, you're going to give them 30 days, right? Which is, I'm surprised it just didn't put October 31st. Wait, where does it say end of October?
The-
Oh, and I'm sorry, this is the email, did he put it on there?
Yeah.
Because I'm reading the email that he sent me, so.
It matches
Yeah,
the
the concrete
picture.
approach should be completed by the end of October.
Okay, and then the asphalt by, I'm sorry,
The
when
week
did,
of October 16th.
does it say when it will be completed,
End of October.
the asphalt?
The email that Michelle received says that they'll have it completed by the end of October.
The asphalt and the concrete?
Yes.
All of it, right? Okay, I just want to double check.
Yeah, no, I mean, I read this as they're supposed to be in full compliance by the end of October. So,
Okay, all right, thanks.
and again, if not, we can revisit that and to take it from there, but I'm.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that whatever they're telling us is very clear, so that if we did need to take action, we can point to their own words, versus just, we'll get it done, and then we say, well, you said you were going to get it done, and there's no concrete date that was set or general time frame. It'd be hard to argue against granting something further.
Sure. Nope, I have that in writing.
Okay, thanks.
So I do have a resolution, again, because Robin is out this week, to ask the board to designate myself as the zoning inspector to sign off on that 30-day compliance, temporary compliance.
Is there any additional discussion?
Nope.
Let me just make sure, I read that, yeah. And that was from asphalt. So it says grading starts this Wednesday on the lower parking lot, then asphalt. Grading on the upper parking. And then, where does it say in here, the concrete? Is it on the asphalt
It's
layout?
on the, are you looking at the picture?
Yeah, it's on there, right? And he wrote that on there, right?
Right there.
Okay, all right, that's fine, thanks. Just want to double check.
Any additional questions?
Done?
No.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-253, a resolution to designate Michelle Bonney as zoning inspector to issue a temporary certificate of zoning compliance for Jennings Sports Park.
Second?
Roll call, trustee Knapp?
Yes?
Trustee Faust?
Yes.
Trustee Ringel?
Yes. I believe we have some agenda changes today as well.
Yes, under the amendment, under the bottom, at the end of the agenda, I would like to add an executive session to consider the purchase of property for public purposes. And then under operations report, we would like to add the Summer Suite Boardwalk engineering proposal.
I'm sorry, can we go back again to the Jennings? So it doesn't say in here 30 days. Can we add that to the?
All we're doing is allowing Michelle to do the zoning.
Yeah, so the
3
zoning,
days,
and
right?
I'll do 30 days. The zoning
but-
inspector has that discretion, so
Okay, so you're saying you're going to do 30 days?
yes, I
Okay,
promise.
all right,
I will not
sorry.
change it.
All right, I'm done. Proceed.
Those are the only 2 agenda changes I have.
Okay. Do we have any questions or discussion on the consent agenda?
No.
Getting a lot of vehicles.
Yes.
We budgeted for, everything in here is budgeted for.
Yes.
Yes. Then I will make a motion to approve the consent agenda for the regular meeting held on October 1st, 2025, including Resolution 25-254, approving the electronic record of the proceedings from the special trustee meeting held on September 16th, 2025, regular trustee meeting held on September 17th, 2025, and the special meeting held on September 20th, 2025, and Resolution 25-255, approving purchase orders, then and now purchase orders, and blanket purchase orders as listed.
Second?
Roll call, trustee Knapp?
Yes?
Trustee Faust?
Yes.
Trustee Ringel?
Yes. Next, I believe, is our development and zoning report. Mr. Gadsky.
Yes, in lieu of Robin not being here, trustees, I'm going to take you through our zoning report. It is a little bit longer than the average, so I have about 9 pages to go through. Bear with me so I can also display it on the screen. All right.
Do you want me to do that for you?
I'll give it a shot here. Okay. All right, so the next meeting we have before us is Board of Trustees. It's a continuation of the discussions and review of the zoning code rewrite. That is for Wednesday, October 8th at 6 p.m. That is continued from August 27th. After that, we have a zoning commission meeting scheduled for Tuesday, October 14th at 6:30 p.m. That's for rezoning application ZON 2505. We have the applicant Alan Wiley, Pacific Bells LLC. It's at the site 6274 Pullman Drive for planned commercial and office zoning district parcel to be amended from the currently effective development plan to exempt canopies and also four-sided architecture and peaked roof requirements and essentially to allow a drive-through restaurant without dining rooms. So a couple amendments for a new restaurant, and that will also include kind of new parking circulation around that site. The next application, I'm going to jump over. That's for our next case. Well, that'll be the same evening, the rezoning application ZON 2506. This is for applicant owner Nova Lands, Daniel Miller. The site is 6601 Columbus Pike, and that's planned commercial office district 1 acre parcel. This request entails to amend the currently effective development plan to permit that model home, which I believe we discussed briefly at the last meeting. So that would allow for a new model home for an existing commercial user there. All right. And we're transitioning now to talk about Board of Zoning Appeals. We have our next meeting for the BZA on October 16th, Thursday, October 16th at 6 p.m. That's going to entail 3 applications, the first of which is VA 25-20. Day-Night Sign Company, Colin Brinkman is the applicant, owner EYA Properties. This is the site at 6547 Artesian Run, and that is a restaurant use, First Watch in specific, and the applicant is seeking to obtain an area variance for an existing wall sign that is installed at slightly higher than the allowable restriction of 15 feet. So they're just looking for that, about a 1.5 foot variance for that. We have another case that evening, which is CU conditional use case CU 25-21, and that's for Moo Express at 8986.
There you go.
Sorry about that. That would be good.
That's okay.
Thank you. Keep forgetting that I don't show the whole page.
That's okay.
And so the site here is 8986 Owenfield Drive. That's a 2.0 acre planned commercial district lot. This is a request for Moo Car Wash, which is under construction, to have a monument sign, a freestanding sign that does meet the development requirements. So it's just for the conditional use. And finally, last case for BZA.
Sorry, just to interject while we're talking about the Moo Car Wash. Do we recall if we put that lot in our commercial TIF on the 23 corridor?
I thought we did. I thought we amended it to include the parking lots.
I think for Home Depot.
But this was in this one's in the Meyer parking lot.
Meyer parking lot.
If you give me a minute, I can confirm.
Oh, sorry to sidetrack.
I'll go to the next case while you look that up, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last case will be VA-25-22. That's a residential variance request for the applicant and owner Chris and Margaret Noble. Site is 394 Glenside Lane in the Green Meadow or Meadows. Sorry, trying to remember the subdivision. Sorry, down off of West Powell Road. So this is a cul-de-sac style road, and it's a corner lot, the single family's planned residential zoning district. The applicant here with that corner lot is requesting a encroachment into the front setback based on how the building line somewhat tapers along the front edge of the house due to the corner lot, and they intend to install a front porch. So this measurement is, this setback is taken from the center line of the road, but whether you look at it as the 60 foot from center line or 30 foot from the front property line, they still need several feet of variance for this request.
How much of a variance did that end up being?
If you look closely, we measured it at 2 feet and 10.5 inches, so just shy of 3 feet.
Into the front yard or any into the side yard?
Front yard setback.
Just front yard,
Yep.
right? Okay. All right.
And go to the next page. Have a few more pages to go, so thanks for bearing with me. For the Zoning Commission, we have a case later this month, Tuesday, October 28th. That's rezoning application ZON-25-07. This is for real property and design development. The site here is 6980 South Old State, and this is an 8.34 acre currently zoned farm residential property. The request is to rezone the 8.34 acres to a single-family plan residential district for a new 24-lot single-family subdivision that includes some on-site amenities. And then that same meeting, so again on October 28th, 6:30, the next case is for ZON-25-08, the applicant Trilogy Real Estate, Delaware, in custody of Joe Naraki, the owner Home High LLC. These parcels are 3 parcels. They're both southwest and northwest for the third parcel at the corner of 23 and Home Road. The zoning is planned commercial office district, and the acreage totals 31.1 acres. This request is to amend the currently effective ZON 17-04 district to allow a memory care and assisted living uses in parcel 2, as you see on their site plan, create a sub-area 2A within parcel 2, and allow senior independent living facilities, including patio homes and a clubhouse, in sub-area 2A. And then move on to the last 2 pages.
I'm sorry, when is that hearing for the
Is on
trilogy?
October 28th, and that's at 6:30 PM. So that should be the second case that evening. And back to our Board of Zoning Appeals, we have, this was a continued meeting from last month's BZA. This case is VACU 25-15 for the site at 350 East Orange Road. This is a 3.35 acre site and farm residentially zoned. So the applicants, just as a refresher, they're seeking conditional use from the Orange Township zoning resolution to allow for a place of worship. They've made some changes here to essentially propose demolishing all the existing structures on site and to rework the parking area that's proposed around a new temple facility that would need a couple variances based on its proximity to the neighboring residential district and being a place of worship on a lot that is smaller than 5 acres per section 7.04.
How large is the property, do you know?
3.35 acres.
3.35 acres.
The car wash is in our TIF.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank you. And we're at the last case for this zoning report. This is a date TBD, just continuing to be on the zoning report until a meeting is scheduled, but it's ZON 25-04. We really don't have any updates for you on this case.
Did the dispensary officially withdraw?
I don't know that, actually.
Okay, I'll
We
look
can
into that.
address you.
I mean,
Yeah.
So the
think
memory
we're
care facility is just north of the walking bridge by the library,
Yes.
and west of 23. And then for those of us who were here a couple years ago, the real property design and development along South Old State is Mrs. Dill's old property.
Oh.
Yeah. So just some context.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
I thought I had another question. Oh, and then the first one, Eric, the Pacific Bells one over there off of Olentangy Crossing and 23, are they gonna, so that's, it's an existing bank, so I'm assuming they're gonna raise that and then do new, okay.
That's our understanding of the proposal. The bank would have to be raised, and then the
Yeah.
facility would be built anew.
I don't have any other further questions.
A lot of zoning right now.
Lots of zoning, yeah,
A lot of businesses that want to move into the township.
that's a good thing.
That's right.
Right? It's a good thing we have a fantastic zoning staff.
We're always
And
willing to work
boards
with
and
people.
BZA and zoning commission members
Thank
as
you.
well. Thank you for serving.
Appreciate it, trustees. So let us know if you have any questions later.
Any additional discussion?
So are there, on some cases, there are two zoning hearings, zoning applications on the same night, like brand-new ones?
Yeah, so the way the calendars work, if you submit it by a certain day, then you are automatically on that hearing, the first hearing date then.
There could be 3 or 4 or 2. I just think that's a lot when you're considering a new development to have 2 on the same night, you know?
Yeah,
You
I mean,
kind of get fatigued and don't always maybe make good decisions after so many hours.
And I know on the zoning commission side, they have taken multiple hearings to review applications.
Yeah.
It is unusual to have more, I don't know if we've ever had more than 2 on zoning commission. But
It's not typical to have 2, is it, for zoning commission?
this is,
It's unusual.
yeah, but because they filed the same day, we are obligated to give them the same hearing date.
I guess I'll be waiting for a couple hours that night. All right, thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Gadsky. Next is our operations report. Director Bowers.
Thank you, sir. First thing on the operations report tonight is the recommendation to appoint Abigail Binns to the position of Operations and Community Services Coordinator. If you recall, unfortunately, Kim Mahaney is going to be retiring, and with her departure opens a seat at the table. And after an extensive search and extensive process with HR Mike Kremnitzer, we'd like to make a recommendation for the board to approve and appoint Abigail to Kim's soon-to-be vacant position. Second thing was the agenda change that Michelle had mentioned. That is to get a head start on the engineering for the Summer Suite Boardwalk repairs. That would be a 2026 project, but want to start the engineering on it this year. So we'd be able to hit the ground running on that hopefully earlier in 26 than we originally anticipated.
And that's the path that's along the railroad tracks between Orange Road and Lewis Center Road and
Correct, yeah.
just south of the Delco area
Yeah, just south of the
space?
reservoirs.
Yeah.
We recently made an emergency repair to that to get that back opened up. More extensive repairs are needed to that and the section to the south of that. So we're going to group those in together and try to tackle those in 26. It is going to require some extensive engineering. So again, we want to get a head start on that this year to be ready to go next year.
And we met Abigail at Founders Fest. She came and lovely, super excited for her to join the team. I know it was a tough fight to get that spot. We had like 50 to 60 applicants, Mike, so thank you for all your hard work, and I'm sure Silas was involved in that as well. Thank you guys for.
We're excited to have her.
Kim's got big shoes to fill, so we are confident that Abigail can do that.
And is that's the same job title as Kim had?
No, we
we-
did
I think we
change,
modified
right?
the
It's a
title.
different time. We modified that
With
before the job posting.
services or something?
Any other questions or discussion?
I have none.
I'll make a motion then to approve Resolution 25-256, appointment of Abigail Binns to the position of Operations and Community Services Coordinator and establishment of compensation.
Second?
Roll call, trustee Nab?
Yes.
Trustee Fowles?
Yes.
Trustee Ringle?
Yes. Congratulations, Abigail. Welcome to the team. I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-257, accepting fee proposal for Summer Suite Boardwalk project and to authorize the issuance of a purchase order.
Second?
Trustee Nab?
Yes.
Trustee Fowles?
Yes.
Trustee Ringle?
Yes. Thank you, Director Bowers. Chief, fire report?
Yes, sir. So a couple things on the agenda tonight. First thing is, last meeting, we had a resignation, unfortunately, but we are here to fill that with one of our part-time members, Hunter Gray. He was able to get his Medicare card at the beginning of this year, in 2025. So he is now able to be a full-time member, so we want to make him part of our team. He's been with us about almost 3 years now as a part-timer, so we're excited to add him on. The second thing is to approve an agreement with Frazier regarding our ambulance. So as I explained last time, we got the chassis ordered, which is the drivable, the cab part, with the flatbed on the back, and now we're ordering the box that'll go on top of it, so the actual patient transport part. So we're excited to work with Frazier and get that going. Estimated 18-month completion date right now, as long as nothing, we don't come in any troubles with supply issues or anything. So, and then the final thing I have on the is to we have about 700 feet of fire hose that is older, failed inspection this year, so we need to get rid of that. So, and that is it that I have for you today.
Thank you very much. Any questions or discussion?
We're excited for Hunter to join the team full-time.
Yeah.
It's a really long job interview, 3 years.
But he passed.
He did.
I'll make a motion then to approve Resolution 25-258, appointment to position of full-time firefighter paramedic Hunter Gray.
Second?
Roll call. Trustee Nab? Yes. Trustee Fowles?
Yes.
Trustee Ringle?
Yes. Congratulations, Hunter. I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-259, approving an agreement with Frazier regarding fire equipment.
Second?
Roll call. Trustee Nab?
Yes.
Trustee Fowles?
Yes.
Trustee Ringle?
Yes. I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-260, finding certain personal property not needed for public use, obsolete, or unfit for the use for which it was acquired to have no value, and ordering it to be auctioned on GovDeals, Inc., be discarded or salvaged.
Second? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was you. Was it
Okay,
you?
I think it's me.
It's you.
Second.
Here, your taste. Ms. Fowles?
I really want that second.
To make sure.
Roll call. Trustee Nab?
Yes.
Trustee Fowles?
Yes.
Trustee Ringle?
Really had to get rid of that fire hose. Yeah.
I'm excited
Next
about
on the agenda is our fiscal officer's report.
Nothing on the agenda?
Seeing nothing on our fiscal officer's report. Thank you, fiscal officer Batten. Next is our administrator's report.
Yes, I guess I have two things. The first is to accept the donation from the Buell's family in regards to our pumpkin patch that we had at the Founders Festival. If you recall, our latest and greatest sponsorship packet, when we receive in-kind donations, we do continue to pass these type of resolutions. So really thankful for that. And as Trustee Ringel mentioned, that we raised over $300 for our Veterans and Community Fund. And then the second item I have, and this is really just a discussion, I know we've talked about in length the school champion sign as far as the location of it goes. And I think originally we thought about Township Hall Park, and then we thought about North Orange Park, and just trying to find the best place for this. I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page on the location.
Maybe we should take the second item first and
Kind
talk
of a
about the sign.
Yeah.
So I think, from my recollection of our last conversation at our last meeting, we all looked at the size of the sign that we had ordered and realized that it was large, and that maybe where we had originally thought to put it here at the entranceway to the Township Hall Park would have, obscured the sight lines around getting into the park. So we were, I think, trying to brainstorm other locations and other township parks that might serve a sign of that size. And I think I had mentioned, or maybe Trustee Faust had mentioned, North Orange Park. There's a pathway that runs along Gooding Boulevard. There's a hill that is between the parking lot and that multi-use path, that might be a good location for a state champion sign of the size that we have, but open to further thoughts and discussion.
And then I think from there, and so my concern, not only sightline issue here, which initially that was my goal, was to have it here, right? But because it's not a double-sided sign, so if we were to put it vertically so that you could see it as you turn in, what you also see coming east on Orange Road is a giant white sign. With no lettering or anything on the back of it. So I didn't love that. So then I think that's why we kind of pivoted to along Gooding, because we could put it parallel to the road so you could see it coming either direction. I thought we had thrown, I'd initially suggested backing up to the hill, but then I thought the most recent location that we threw out was actually, I don't know, direction there, so maybe north of the entrance to the pool.
But who will see it over there? No-
Anybody who drives by.
Well, nobody drives, I mean.
But I don't
that-
think, I think there's just as many people that drive there as drive on Orange. Not
Oh,
quite as
no,
many.
no,
I mean,
that's 10,000 a day.
23 is way more, but that's not on a
Yeah,
property. I don't know.
but so the one in Liberty, is along Sawmill Parkway at like the entrance to their township.
But is that their final spot? I thought that was
Yeah.
where they just did the, like, unveiling, but
Yeah, I'm not
moved
sure.
it
I
there.
think
Supposed to be a different
I
spot,
think the
but-
positive of that is the visibility, but the downside is that it's not walkable for enough. It's not a convenient spot to walk up and take pictures with it,
What is that?
where the Liberty Township sign is located.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true, but they have it there for a reason, because it's kind of like having like a pride sign for your kid on the back of your house, like, no one will see it. So it's the original intention was to have people drive by and take pride in their schools, and people would see it. So if it's only at North Orange Park, that is not too far away from Liberty Township, and it's on the far west side.
but
It's
our
on-
sign's bigger.
It is.
And
It's
bigger.
bigger.
Just saying.
It is
It's much
bigger.
bigger.
It's huge. Yeah, but it's, hardly anyone will see it there. And is there another location, like, I know Mike, you'd said in the corner of South Old State, and, I kind of wish, it's very heavy, right? Is it hard to carry? Is it possible to
On the Dropbox.
move it around? It looked heavy, because couldn't we put it like on the corner, like where the pond is somewhere? And, we don't want it to be a distraction, and I know you would see the back of it driving in, even if you looked over to the left, if there was space there, you would still see it. And there's lots of signs on 23 and elsewhere that are huge that are on the left or right side of the sign. Our concern, I think at the time, was it might be a little bit of a distraction, but we just spent so long designing it, and no one's going to see it over there, and people could park.
Could we put it, I like her idea. So she's talking about the pond right at, thank you.
Oh, is that my thing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like, that looks familiar.
Yeah, it's
but-
great.
and that's
Could we
just
put
a
it on the
random thing.
outside of the fence? Like, there's like a split rail fence there. Could we put it on the road side of that split rail fence along Orange?
Where's the fence at?
Yeah, we would have to check for utilities.
Well,
since
yeah, of
this
course.
isn't something.
Could we attach it to the fence?
Where's the fence at?
If the fence is, Silas, correct me if I'm wrong, but if the fence, the posts are cemented into the ground. On the split rail or the one on the split rail on the Orange Road? I don't know, they're somehow affixed to the ground. Oh,
Silas,
dang it.
Can you?
What is the white thing there on the map, where the hand is?
That's like a little
Is
drainage
there a
thing.
pond? Okay. I don't drive by that, I'm on the west side of.
You are on the west side.
On the far west side of the township,
Really
but.
far away.
But so many people, like, we have I guess, we have the bridge near us that says, welcome to Orange, the Orange
do.
Township Bridge, that's really cool. But there's nothing in it, eventually, it would be nice to get, like, we used to have some signage where the Veterans Park is in the corner, like, welcome to Orange Township. We had like a brick wall a few years ago. I would like at some point to get something somewhere that says, welcome to Orange Township.
I think we
It was really
talked about
good.
putting in a monument sign, an electronic messaging sign. No, just kidding, we're shaking hands.
Yeah, no.
We're potentially considering.
But like
but
even
no,
just, it
it's a
says
terrible
welcome
idea.
to like Liberty Townships or Genoa Township, theirs is really big, but it's nice and it's like stone or brick and it just, even though technically you're already in Orange Township when you get there, that's kind of the center of the township in a population density way. But I know we talked about that because it cannot go on the corner where the Veterans Memorial parking lot is, right? Okay.
I think that would, yeah.
Take away from that. Can we find a spot either
Like in that
at that
general area?
pond and just oops it and figure out where the spot is and you put it either on Orange or on South Old State and it's parallel to the road and you just throw it in wherever it goes.
Or,
Right, so
but-
It's like a lot of work.
But
for
wait,
a sign
I
location.
would, and we can, like, oh, there you go.
Yeah, can you put on that
that's
fence?
better.
That's so
Yeah.
pretty, guys.
But
Just
can-
like,
But
know,
can it
use the
face,
drill.
but not face
That fence?
sideways, but
there you go,
face
just put
at
it
an
along that
angle.
The
fence.
corner?
Yeah, at an angle though, so when you're driving up, you
Nope,
look,
it can't be at an angle because there's not enough space.
wait,
Let me see,
But I promise it's so big you'll notice that it
There
doesn't
could
need to be
be,
at an angle.
you could potentially fit it at an angle behind the fence right there.
Put it behind the fence, it'll block it.
no, it's.
No, if
how
you
tall?
put posts above the
Yeah,
fence.
proposed.
Top of the fence? Okay. There we go.
Because I think if you're driving and you see it at an
Long as the fence
angle,
isn't blocking.
even though, of course, preferably be.
The problem with the angle is you can't see it either, like the other direction, and you can't tell. You
So
can't
are
see
you
it this
thinking
way.
like,
We only care about people
if
coming
you
into the
see my
township.
hand, like the sign faces this way? Is this what you're thinking?
No.
Oh,
I think it would be facing the intersection of Orange and South Old State.
Oh.
Can you go
but-
back to
Facing
the
South Old State.
Google
Oh, I was
person thing?
thinking facing, you're driving north and you see it on the left, because you're entering the township.
Driving
You want to see it when you're
north and-
leaving.
I
the
think we're
township.
not at an entrance to the
So this
township
way.
there. No, parallel to, well, are you on the Orange side or the South Old State side?
I don't know. I'm looking at the X's. This is too close to utilities here.
Okay, then
Can't
go
do
to the
that.
South Old State side. I think that's where Eric was giving us the
This.
Google map.
But as you're driving in, you're driving into Orange Township, and we're the home of at least two schools. But you drive in, you see it to the left, and it's angled
Do you see the
towards
fence right along the bike
coming
path?
in.
To the right, right there. Nope, to the right. That's the left, to the right.
I was, okay. You guys are all over it.
But
This
it
is too
should
hard.
face people coming into the township, not
We're
leaving the
already in the
township.
township.
No, but that's how it is at the Liberty Township when it has the welcome. It should be a welcoming sign, not pointing towards people that live here or just people entering the township. I mean, couldn't it just?
But this
face-
isn't a welcome sign, this is just like a school.
Well,
Yay,
it's a s-
school.
But it's a school pride, it's like putting a school pride sign on the side of your house. I mean, you want it on the front so people look at it. So as I was visualizing as you're driving in, it's so big.
That, see, just on that. I want it on that fence.
Well, we would have to check for
Or-
utilities.
Yes, but again,
But not facing vertical, right? That would be ridiculous because that would look terrible. It should be at a slant so when you're coming in, you can see it.
as long as
Because-
it's above the wood, I don't care.
But that way you're driving in, and we would want to check the location before putting it in because
I just don't want to
maybe.
keep delaying it if we can make
We have
it.
it, let's throw it
But
in.
it just, or the North Orange thing, I think people would think it's a waste of money and why do we put it there? Because no one from here sees it.
It's a
and
fun spot.
It's just a destination sign. I think this can be a destination sign, but it's also like a source of community pride. You're driving in. Unfortunately, you don't see any Orange Township signage, but you see the Veterans Memorial and you see that, Owen Tangi stuff. But there's nothing on that corner. It's not just to show that people live here, it's to show that you're owning a community that has pride in national champions. That was the original intent. And the one on
From the
Sawmill, I wish it
aerial-
could be on the right
From the
side,
aerial view that we saw, it looked like there was drainage.
right there.
On the back side of the
behind
fence,
that
that's probably why the
fence.
fence is there.
So I'm
But again,
wondering
if
how
you're just
much
putting the
flexibility we have to put the two
Yeah, and
posts
that-
in close to the railing.
I mean, or you could put it,
When this meeting is over, can we just go out there and
yeah.
carry the
Or
sign?
some- we
Although,
don't all
but then the
have to
guys
go
are
out
gone.
there. We can just go out, some of us, not all of us, and we could just look ourselves.
Yeah,
Us can
I
go
guess
home.
I'm just
Chief's
not,
gonna
I'm
come.
not clear on
We're gonna
when
have
we're
Chief come and
installing
give
it,
us till
so.
6 PM.
Yeah, I'll go out there, but I mean, I just don't, I need to understand.
Yeah, we don't.
It's one thing of like where it goes, but then I need to know how you want it to be faced.
Yeah.
and Yeah.
We can take it with us, we'll carry it.
It's real big.
I
Okay.
just want, I really think that we would get blowback if it's just in a
No, I think you're right.
random
I think
spot.
this is this park is a better spot.
Even though this
a
is
more
much
visible
farther away
spot.
than I live, I still consider this to be the center, and, yeah, and plus it's a beautiful destination. You go, you can park,
pretty
walk, and even for people that live on another side of the township, they still have to come by here to get to their schools in the general area or Orange. So, people still drive by here and be proud, and they can have their picture taken, but also it's just a community pride site, because we want to compete with Liberty.
Yes.
But yeah, we should have time, I think, to go out there for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
I just want to make sure we just don't get hasty and put it somewhere. Yeah, and I'm sorry I didn't give my feedback on that earlier, but it kind of blew on me.
Okay, yeah, well, we can find the right spot and see it up soon. And then, yeah, I just have the resolution for the donation
Okay.
before we go into exec.
Oh, yeah, the pumpkins were beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean,
they were great.
Yeah.
I
thank you.
bought 3,
Thank you
and there's
for
a
the-
cute pumpkin tower on my porch.
Great.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-261, acknowledge and accept donation from Buell Homestead Farm Market.
Second?
Roll call, trustee Knapp?
Yes.
Trustee Faust?
Yes.
Trustee Ringle?
Yes. Then I believe we have need of an executive session today as well, so I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-262, enter into executive session to consider the purchase of property for public purposes. Invited to attend are the board, our fiscal officer, our administrator, and we do not need legal counsel for this executive session.
Second?
Roll call, Trustee Knapp?
Yes?
Trustee Faust?
Yes.
Trustee Ringel?
Yes.
All right, we're on.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-263, return to regular session.
Second?
Roll call, trustee Knapp?
Yes.
Trustee Faust?
Yes.
Trustee Ringel?
Yes, and I don't believe we have any other agenda items for today, so I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-264, meeting adjournment.
Second?
Roll call, trustee Knapp?
Yes.
Trustee Faust?
Yes.
Trustee Ringel?
Yes.
I said yes for
Trustee Faust wanted to, for trustee Knapp.
Meeting adjourned?
Meeting adjourned.